First of all, thanks for being part of this video. In this video, we are going to see 100 mixed arithmetic questions. These are most expected questions for bank preliminary examinations. Let's get started with question number 1. A man spends 80% of his income. If his income is increased by 15% and he increases his expenditure by 10%, then find the original expenditure. Given that he saves 700 more than earlier. So what we do is, let's take his income is 100. This is income. Okay. Now it says that his expenditure is 80%. So 100, 80% of 100 will be 80. So his expenditure is 80. Now he says that his expenditure is 80 means savings will be 20. Now he says that his income is increased by 15%. So now his income becomes 115. And also says that his expenditure increased by 10%. So 10% of 80, which will be 8. 80 plus 8, which will be 88. So from these two, income and expenditure, we can able to find the savings, which is nothing but 7 and 2, 27. In question it says that he now saves 700 more than earlier. So it means that the difference between these two, 7 parts. 7 parts value is nothing but 700. Okay. So 1 part value will be 100. Now the question asked is, find the original expenditure. Okay. Original expenditure is nothing but this one, 80. So we need to find the value of 80 parts. 1 part value will be 100 means 80 parts value will be 8000. So answer will be 8000. Option C is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 2. In question number 2 it says that the population of the town increases by 10% in the first year and 25% in the next year. Okay. If the population of the town now is 5000, then find the population after 2 years. So at present the total population is 5000 and it says that first year 10% will be increased. So 10% increased means 110 by 100 into, in second year it will increase by 25%, means 125 divided by 100. Okay. So this is the question that is asked. Here triple zeros, double zeros and a 0. This 0 and this 0 cancel. So totally we have 125 into 11 into 5. So 5 into 125, which will be 625. And into 11 times. To multiply 11 times, what we do is first place these numbers 6, 5 at the ends. Sum of these two, 8. Sum of these two, 7. And unit digit is 5. So answer will be 6875. So 6875. Option C is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 3. In a club, 60% of people play table tennis, 30% play snookers, and 10% play both. Find the number of people who play any one of the game if the number of people playing both the games is 100. So let's take Venn diagrams. First one is table tennis, second one is snookers. Table tennis is 60% and the snooker is 30%, and both place 10%, means this is the place for 10. So if it is 10, then this will be the place for 50 and this is the place for 20. Now the question asked is find the number of people who play any one of the game. Any one of the game means they must play at least one game, means 50 plays game, 10 also plays a game and 20 also plays game. So total 50 plus 10 plus 20, which will be 80%. We need to find the value of 80%. In question it says that the number of people who play both the games means 10%. 10% value is 100. So 10% value 100 means 80% value will be 800. So answer will be option B. Now we are going to see question number 4. A sum of 4500 is divided among A, B, C. The ratio of the amounts received by A to B is 2:3 and that by B to C is 6:5. Find the amount received by C. So let's take A is to B and B is to C. A is to B, the first ratio is 2:3. Okay, and B is to C will be 6:5. So instead of B, here we have 6, here we have 3. So we are making them equal by multiplying these with 2. So 3 2 times, which will be 6. 2 2 times 4. Now in second one, B is to C 6:5. So B already it is 6. So it is 5. Now we have the ratios of 4:6:5. So total amount is also given, which is 4500. Means 4 plus 6 plus 5, which will be 15 parts. 15 parts value is 4500. Now the question asked is find the amount received by C. C 5 parts. So we need to find the value of 5 parts. 5, 3 times 3, 15 times. So we have 15,000 as our answer. So answer will be option D, 15,000. Now question number 5. In a school there are 700 students and the ratio of the boys and girls are in the ratio of 4:3. Okay, there are 700 students, boys and girls are in the ratio of 4:3 means 4 plus 3, 7 parts. 7 parts value 700 means each part value will be 100. So this must be 400 and this is 300. So we got a number of boys and a number of girls. Now the question asked is, question says that if 30 more girls join the school, so 30 more means 330. Now it becomes 330. And says that and some boys also join the school. We don't know how many boys joined in the school. And says that the ratio becomes 15:11. This is 15 parts and this is 11 parts. Here it is clear that 11 parts value is 330. So here we have to find 15 parts value. 15 parts value must be 11 30 times. So 15 into 30, which will be 450. So 15 parts value, which is 450. This is 450. This is 450 means 400 becomes 450 by adding 50. Now the question asked is find the number of boys who joined the school, which is X value, which is nothing but 50. So answer is 50. Option B is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 6. The simple interest on certain sum for 2 years at 10% rate is equals to the compound interest at 2400 for 2 years at the same rate. Find the amount invested in simple interest. We don't know how much amount is invested in simple interest. for 2 years at 10% rate, means 2 into 10, which will be 20%. This is a simple interest we get, and it says that it is equals to the compound interest at 2400 compound interest for 2 years at the same rate. 10% for 2 years. 10% 2 years will be 21% of 2400. So double zeros cancel, and 0 cancel here. 12 times 12 into 21. 12 2 times, which will be 240 plus 12, which will be 252. And here we have another 10. So P value will be 252 into 10, which will be 2520. So this is our answer. Option A is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 7. An amount increases by 16.66% in 3 years. 16.66% is nothing but 1 by 6, and saying that increases 1.66% means, saying like this, means 7 by 6, means 6 parts becomes 7 parts for 3 years of simple interest. We know simple interest, which is interest. Here the interest we got is only one part. One part value is interest. Interest is equals to principal, which is 6 parts, into R. We need to find this one, and given that the years will be 3 years, divided by 100. So P and P cancels. We left with the R equals to 100 divided by 6 3 times 18. Now the question asked is, if the interest received on 4800 for 2 years at 3 thrice the previous rate. So the question asked is, 4800 is the principal invested for 2 years, thrice the previous rate. Here the rate we got is 100 divided by 8, and this is all nothing but P T R divided by 100. So double zeros cancel. Here now this is 18, 100 divided by 18. So 6 3 times 3, 1 times 6 times. So what we left is 16 into 100. 1600 is our answer. Option C is the answer for this question. Now we are going to see question number 8. A can do a piece of work in 15 days. B can do a same work in 30 days. So let's note them. A can complete in 15 days. B can complete in 30 days. And it says that the efficiency of C is the same as A. So same as A means C also 15 days. It can complete the same work in 15 days. Okay. Now it is saying that find the time taken to complete the work if all the 3 work together. So LCM of all these 3 will be 30. 15 2 times, 30 1 times, 15 2 times. So sum of all these, which will be 2 plus 1 plus 2, which will be 5 units per day to complete 30 units. 36 times is the answer. So answer will be option D, 6. Now we are going to see question number 9. If the rate of interest is 11.11%, find the interest received on an amount of 7290 invested for 2 years at compound interest. So here we have principal for 2 years. This is a rate of interest. 11.11% means 1 by 9 is a fraction value, and it is interest means this one. We get 10 by 9 as our answers. So amount, we can find the value of amount by calculating this with 10 by 9 for first year, and 10 by 9 for second year. By calculating this, we can get the value of amount 981 times 9 90 times. So what we left is 90 into 100, which will be 9,000. 9,000 is nothing but a amount. We have principal, which is 7290. We need to find the value of interest. Interest means amount minus principal, which will be interest. So we get 7290. Subtracting from this one, we get 0171. So answer will be 1710. Option B is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 10. If Mukesh purchased goods for 1000 rupees and sold 1/4 of these goods at 10% loss, at what gain percentage should the remainder goods to be sold to gain 15% on the whole transaction? So he brought at 1000 rupees. On overall transaction, he need to get a 15% profit, means 1150. So he need to sell at 1150 of whole goods. But here it says that 1/4 of these goods sold at a 10% loss. 1/4 of 1000, which will be 250. So 250 rupees worth of goods he sold at 10% loss. 10% of 250, which will be minus 25. So 250 worth of goods he sold at 225. But on whole transaction, he need to buy at sells at 1150. He sold 250 worth of goods. Now remainder goods is 250 worth of goods. He need to sell at the difference between 1150 and 225, which will be 925. So 750 worths of good he need to sell at 925 rupees. So question asked is, what is the percentage gain percentage? Gain percentage means the difference between 750 and 925, which will be 175 divided by gain. Gain means we need to see the lower value, which is 750. 750 in the denominator into 100. So 25 30 times, 25 4 times, 5 35 times, 5 6 times. So we get 35 into 4 times, which will be 72 times, which will be 140. 140 divided by 6. 140 divided by 6. So 6 2 times will be 12. And we left with 20, means 3 times 0.3 times and again 3 times. So we get 23.33%. Option B is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 11. If 20 men can do a piece of work in 15 days, working 5 hours a day, then how many men are required to complete the work in 10 days by working 3 hours per day? So it is given that 20 men can complete the work in 15 days, working 5 hours. And it is saying that how many men are required. We don't know how many men are required to complete the work in 10 days, working for 3 hours per day. So by dividing these two, we get the value of our answer. So 10 2 times 3 5 times. So what we left is 2 into 5 into 5. So 25 2 times, which will be 50. So answer will be 50 men. Option A is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 12. How many different words can be formed with the letters of the word single so that all the vowels come together? So how many vowels in the word single? Here we see 2 vowels, I and E. So writing I and E together means we get two possibilities, either I and E or E and I. So we get two possibilities. So the answer will be 2 factorial into how many places we left to place these I and E together is the words we left has S, N, G and L. So we can place I and E together here or else here, here, here or at the last. So how many places we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 places we have. So answer will be 2 factorial into 5 factorial. So 2 factorial into 5 factorial means 2 factorial means 2 into 1. So 2 into 1 means 2. 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 2 into 1 will be 2. Okay. Here for 3 times 12, 12 2 times 24 and 24 10 times, which will be 240. Answer will be option C, 240. Now we are going to solve question number 13. A rectangle garden has a 4 meters wide road along all 4 sides on its outside. So saying that a rectangle garden having a road on 4 sides with a 4 meters of wide. So let's assume this is a length and this is a breadth. So outside rectangle length will be length plus, here we have extra 4 meters which will be 8. Here breadth will be b plus this 4 and this 4 which will be 8. So we have outer side length which will be L plus 8. Outside breadth will be b plus 8. Inside rectangle length is L and breadth is b. Here in question it says that the area of the road is 1104. So talking about area of the road we can find by subtracting the total rectangle area minus inside rectangle area. We get the area of the road. So outside rectangle area which will be L into b. So L plus 8 into b plus 8 minus inside length into breadth. We get the value of the area of the road which will be 1104. So what we have is L into b plus 8L plus 8b plus 64 equals minus LB equals to 1104. Minus LB and plus LB cancel. We have 8 common, L plus B plus 64 goes this side with minus 64. Minus 64 means we get the value of 1040. Now the question asked is what is the sum of the length and breadth of the garden? Talking about the L and B sum, L plus B value asking. Here we have 8 into L plus B value is 1040. So L plus B value will be 1040 divided by 8. So 8 1 times 8 and 3 times 24 and a 0. So answer will be 130. Option D is our answer. Now we are going to solve question number 14. The difference between the compound interest and the simple interest on certain amount of money in 2 years is 6410. Okay. If the interest is compounded half yearly at the rate of 20% per annum. So it is saying that the compound interest is calculated half yearly at 20% per annum, means half of the rate which will be 10% for 4 years we need to calculate for compound interest 4 times, because half yearly means for 2 years there will be 4 times. So for 4 times, so for 2 years, for 2 times it will be 21%. For 2 times is 21%. For 4 times what will be the interest will be 21 plus 21 plus 21 into 21 divided by 100. So this will be 42 plus 441 divided by 100 means 4.41. So totally we have 46.41. So for 4 times means for 2 years. So for 2 years the interest we received will be 46.41 percentage. But on simple interest at 20 percentage per annum for 2 years, which will be 20 percentage for 2 years, which will be 40 percentage. Now the question says that for 2 years the difference between those compound interest and simple interest we got is 6410. Here according to the question, for simple interest 40 percentage and this one the difference is given that 6410. So difference between 46.41 and 40 will be 6.41. 6.41 percentage is nothing but 6410. So now the question asked is what is the sum? Sum value is 100 percentage. So 6.41 is nothing but 6410. Then 100 percentage value will be 1 lakh. 5 zeros. So answer will be option D is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 15. A person can swim a certain distance downstream in 45 minutes and comes back upstream in 120 minutes. If the speed of the stream is 3 km per hour, then find the speed of the swimmer in still water. So the question asked is find the value of m. Okay, here s is given as 3 km per hour. According to the question, a certain distance downstream means m plus s value is given as 3. So m plus 3 in 45 minutes. Let's convert them into hours by dividing it with 60. And says that comes back the same distance upstream m minus s value is 3 in 120 minutes. 120 minutes means 2 hours. Okay. In both the equations we have d is common, so equating distances. Distances equation means this will be 15 3 times and 15 4 times. So here the distance value which will be m plus 3 into 3 divided by 4. So 3m plus 3 times 9 divided by 4 equals to, here the distance will be m minus 3 into 2, which will be 2m minus 6. From this equation we have 3m plus 9 equals to 2 4 times 8m minus 6 4 times 24. So this minus 24 comes this side with a plus, which will be 33 equals to, this 3m goes this side with a minus. So we have 5m. So m value will be 33 divided by 5, which will be 5 6 times 30 and 0.6 times 6.66 kilometers per hour. So answer will be option C is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 16. A train crosses a 40 meters long platform in 10 seconds and a pole in 5 seconds. Find the speed of the train. So length of the train divided by it crosses the pole in 5 seconds means L by 5, which is nothing but the speed of the train. Speed of the train is equals to length of the train plus the platform length, which is 40 meters. It crossed the 40 meters length of platform in 10 seconds. This is also nothing but the speed. So equating speeds we get this will be 5 2 times. So 2L equals to L plus 40. So this L comes this side with minus, so L value will be 40. So length of the train is 40. Now the question asked is find the speed of the train. Speed of the train is nothing but L by 5. L, which will be 40 divided by 5, which will be 8 meters per second is the speed of the train. So answer will be option B, 8. Now we are going to see question number 17. If the average of A, B, C is 27, so sum of A, B, C will be 27 into 3 times, which will be 81. Okay, and it says that A plus B, A is to B in the ratio of 2 is to 3, and A plus B equals to 50. So A and B are in the ratio of 2 is to 3 means total 5 parts. 5 parts value is nothing but A plus B is given that 50. Means 5 parts value 50 means 1 part value will be 10. So A value will be 2 parts means 2 10 times 20. A value is 20 and B value 3 parts 3 10 times which will be 30. So A plus B value we got 20 plus 30 and C value equals to 81. From this we can able to find the value of C value, which is 80 minus 50, which will be 31. Now the question asked is find the value of A plus C. A value is 20 and C value is 31. Sum of these two, which will be 51. Option E is our answer. Now we are going to solve question number 18. The cost price of two articles are the same. The tradesman got a profit of 30% on the first article, and selling price of the second article is 20% less than the first article. So let's assume that the cost price is 100. Both are 100. And for first, the selling price is 30% profit means 130 selling price. These are CP and these are selling prices. And here this is sold at saying that 20% less than the first article. First article sold at 130. So 20% less than the first article means 20% less means nothing but 80 divided by 100. 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. So 13 8 times, which is nothing but 104. So total cost price is nothing but 200. Total selling price is nothing but 234. Now the question asked is find the overall profit percentage. Profit percentage is the difference between these two, which will be 34 divided by always profit calculated on cost price, which is 200 into 100. So we get this 100 and this 100 cancel. We left with 34 divided by 2, which is 17%. So this is our answer. So answer will be option E, none of these. Now we are going to see question number 19. The breadth of the rectangle is 60% of the diagonal of a square of the area 625. Saying that the breadth of the rectangle is nothing but 60% of the diagonal of a square. Square area is given that 625 square meters. So square area is given means 625 means A value, which will be 25. Okay, and it is talking about the breadth value will be 60% of the diagonal. Diagonal value will be 25 root 2. So breadth value will be 60%. 60% means 3 by 5 into 25 root 2. 5 times. So breadth value we got is 5 times 15 root 2. And it is said that find the area of the rectangle. We need to find the value of L into B value. We need to find the value of L into B. Here we have breadth value. To find the length value, it is given that if the perimeter of the rectangle is given as 84 root square meter, so it is given that 2 into L plus B value is nothing but 84 root 2. to 42 times root 2. L plus B value is 42 root 2 means B value we already have 15 root 2. So L value will be 42 minus 15 root 2, which will be 27 root 2. So we got L and B values, which are 27 root 2 and 15 root 2. Now the question asked is L into B. So L into B means 27 root 2 into 15 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2 will be 2 times. 15 2 times will be 30. 30 into 27, which will be 810. So answer will be 810. Answer option C is our answer. Now we are going to see question number 20. The difference between 2/5 of a number. So 2/5 of a number difference with 35% of the number. 35% means 5 7 times 5 20 times of the number is given as 45. So from this we can able to find the value of n, and it is saying that we need to find the 55% of the number. So here the base is 20. So let's convert this by 20 by multiplying this with 4. So 8 minus 7, which will be 1. 1 by 20, n value will be 45. So n value we got is 900. So we need to find the value of 55%. Of 50% of 900, which will be 450, and 5% value is nothing but 45. So combining these two we get 55%, which will be 495. Answer will be option B, 495. By this we have completed 20 questions, and this video is part 1, and the remaining 100 questions will be completed by remaining parts, part 2, 3, 4 and 5. In each part we'll have 20 arithmetic questions. So that's all for today. If you are new to my channel, please do like, share and subscribe, and click on the bell icon. Thanks for watching.